Errol Spence Jr.
Whatever.
As I try to find something, I still found nothing. And in regards to Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford, I'm looking for a way, a practical way that Errol Spence Jr. could beat a guy like Terence Bud Crawford. And I know I recently had a video saying that Spence cannot do this against Crawford, right? He can't show these vulnerabilities against a guy like Terence Bud Crawford. Because unlike a lot of the guys that he's faced thus far, they're not Terence Crawford. Crawford has a killer instinct probably like nobody in the sport of boxing right now, right? Especially at that level, right? But I seen this video, right? And I believe a lot of people forgot about this particular round, right? And yeah, I know it's just a round, and I know it was a while ago, but we can only go off what we know. And I'll say this, I've never, and then we seen Terence Crawford in some situations, right? The Gamboa, wobbly legs. We seen the Mean Machine. People say he got quote unquote knocked down, whatever. But I've never seen Terence Bud Crawford getting thoroughly thrashed throughout a round. I've never seen it. I can't recall a moment where Crawford just literally just got his ass kicked that whole round. Yeah, he may have got hit with a shot. Yeah, he may have lost a round or two because he probably wasn't as active. But I never seen Bud Crawford get beat up like this. Now, I'm not going to play the audio. Lennox Lewis is a terrible commentator, by the way. Great fighter. One of my favorite fighters of all time, but horrible commentator. No audio. Don't want no issues, right? Let's check out round 4 between Errol Spence Jr. and Showtime Shawn Porter.
What did you tell Errol?
Now, he's pushing Spence back. And like I said before, right? Spence, he can't fight going backwards. He cannot sit there in the high guard and let Crawford go to work. He's lucky that Shawn Porter isn't a puncher like Crawford is, right? He's just a rough and tough fighter. But Shawn dictating the pace, controlling pretty much the ring general right now. Boom, body shot. Boom, Spence just maybe Spence just trying to feel his power, fill him out a little bit. But this is the 4th round. You got to get busy, right? Spence just looking sloppy. You see that left hook? That left hook to the body just looks sloppy and lethargic. Look, man, this is why I say Crawford, like Spence, he's plodding, he's slow. And this was some time ago. After this, the accident happened, right? So, yeah, let's see. Spence trying to control him, pushing back with the jab. He's having a hard time dealing with Shawn Porter in close, right? Boom, straight right by, boom, another straight right by Shawn. See? Boy. This is why I say, man, I think a lot of the Spence, people that got Spence winning. And look, I got to have this disclaimer. I don't hate Errol Spence. I like Spence. I'm actually a fan of Errol Spence. I wouldn't even talk about him as much if I wasn't a fan. But in a stylistic matchup against Terence Bud Crawford, he's all wrong for him. Errol Spence Jr. cannot come into this fight with Crawford like this. He just looks slow. He almost looks like he's fatigued. Right? This is the 4th round. And as we know, Spence gets stronger as the fights go. Oh, man, his shots are so telegraphed. And Shawn Porter's not necessarily looking fast and explosive neither, right? He's not necessarily looking lethal either. But he's getting busy on Spence. And Spence ain't really amounting to much pushback, much offense, much fight back. He tends to kind of cover up. And like I said, he don't really like to attack unless he can throw that jab first. And then if he does, from what I noticed, he does this like weird looking body shot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a weird looking body shot. Maybe he'll do it in this clip. But both guys kind of look tired. But Shawn Porter always looking like that. Spence still walking him down. Spence really ain't deterred, but see right there, boom, he's reeling back now. I don't know if he was hurt or he just kind of, that's just the way he moved. This is a big round for Shawn Porter too. And Spence is not necessarily getting away from any of these shots. You go back to the Crawford Porter fight. Crawford was spinning Shawn Porter. Oh, well, Shawn Porter, he was retired already. He was already on the stool. But this is what Shawn Porter does to everybody. He beats up everybody like this. Certain guys, a lot of guys wasn't able to really deal with Shawn Porter in this type of way. I honestly say Keith Thurman handled Shawn Porter better than Spence did. And that was a somewhat of a war as well. But I think Keith Thurman looked at a lot better in his fight against Porter than Spence did. Styles makes fights, you guys. At the end of the day, Styles makes fights. And I think Terence Crawford's style is just simply all wrong for Errol Spence Jr. It's no hate, nothing like that, right? It's just this random clip I just saw scrolling on the internet. And sure enough, it was a round 4, a big round for Shawn Porter. I never seen Terence Bud Crawford get beat up like this in a fight. I never seen it. Where a guy was just totally having his way with Bud. I never saw it. Yeah, dude might have caught Bud. Bud getting overly aggressive, he might get caught or something like that, right? Yeah, we seen that happen. But we never seen Terence Crawford just get handled like that in the round. Now, I'm not gonna say that this is something that's guaranteed to happen July 29th, right? For Errol Spence, he's just getting his ass kicked the whole time. Nah, but I'm just saying he can't show up like this against Terence Crawford. He gonna have to show up, like I told you guys, willing to leave it all in the ring. I don't see nothing stylistically that tells me that Spence could beat Crawford. So Spence gonna have to be in the best shape of his life. He's gonna have to really, really bite down on that mouthpiece, or either take his teeth out or whatever he needs to do, and really, really go for broke against Terence Bud Crawford, bro. Leave it all in the ring. Forget about fuck stamina, all that. Leave it all in the ring against dude. I mean, I don't see no other way. Because if you sitting there trying to have this chess match with Terence Crawford, he's gonna get kinged, right? He's gonna beat you, bro. So Spence gonna have to go up in there and really make it an ugly, dirty, rugged fight. I don't know, right? I don't know. Now, if Spence was a fast, twitchy, explosive guy, right? Yeah, but he's not that. He's a volume puncher, who's very, very textbook fighter, right? Textbook is good, but I think you need a little bit of your own book too, especially when you get to that high level. It becomes a game of inches and shit like that, right? We gonna see, y'all. Not to mention other factors. How is his timing gonna be? He's been out of the ring for a while, right? Just everything. Just everything. Errol Spence got a lot going against him, in my opinion. And nobody else on the internet in the boxing community is gonna talk like this. But I'm looking at it from more of a realistic standpoint. I do think Errol Spence Jr., one of the best fighters in the world. I think he's a hell of a guy, hell of a fighter. But I think Terence Crawford is better. I think he's better. I could be wrong July 29th. I could be wrong. Spence could go out there and prove me wrong. And guess what? I wouldn't even be mad. Why? Because I like Errol Spence. But putting him in the ring with Crawford, bro, I don't know how that's going to go. I don't think that's going to go well. I don't think there's going to be no man down July 29th. It might be that fish fry that everybody's talking about. It might be that fish fry, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I think that they're gonna have to give it they all, man. Derrick James, this is why he thinks he don't know. They can only pray and hope, bro. This is why if you're arguing with a guy who's pro Spence, right? They can't really analytically break it down. Well, let your boy Bushido break it down for you. What Spence needs to do in this fight against Terence Bud Crawford is hit him in his legs, hit him in his hip, hit him in his dick, hit him everywhere, hit him in his body, tear Terence Crawford up. You might take a few hard shots just to get those off, but you need to get those off. He's going to have to slow Bud down and hope it slows him down. You know what I'm saying? Spence going to have to get a little dirty in this fight. He's going to have to get a little dirty because that straightforward jab, jab, straight left hand, all that, it's not gonna work. All this shelling up and stuff, no, bro, it's not gonna work. Because unlike Sean Porter, who isn't known as a great puncher, who isn't necessarily known as a good puncher at all, right? And I think Sean Porter is a warrior, terrific, right? But as far as when we talking punching, he's a guy that's gonna maul you and brawl you, kind of beat you up, rough you up. He's not a dude that's known to have some lethal punching power, some nasty, fast, hard combinations. He don't have that, bro. He's not known as a counterpuncher neither. And he was landing shots on Spence that those same shots wouldn't have landed on Terence Crawford. Crawford would have did something to change the tempo of the situation, right? He would have changed the tempo of the situation. But man, I forgot about this. I forgot about this round. It's been a while since I've seen this whole fight in its entirety. Oh boy, right here had the clip up of that particular round. And it just so happened was a round where Spence really, really, really looked it bad in. Never seen Terence Crawford in such situations. But tell me what you guys think. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.